how your perception, your beliefs shape your reality. So based on your beliefs and your perception, you could turn something that is terrible, that is bad for you, that is bad for society, and justify it to be something good and actually believe that it is good. So what I'm trying to say is you got to be careful of your perceptions of your beliefs because they shape your reality. And once you really get caught up in all that and your reality turns something good into something bad or turns something bad into something that's good, it's hard for someone else to come and help you because at that point the advice people are going to give you is irrelevant. What matters at that point is you looking internally and you changing your perception or your belief because that's the only thing that shapes your reality. Yes sir. Good morning chat. How you guys doing? Welcome back to another video. Now I'm kind of running late. I gotta go pray Jumu'ah and then I'm gonna do my fasted cardio. So it's currently almost 2 right now. I gotta drive fast to the mosque. I got my black coffee right here. Right after the prayer I'm gonna take my yohimbine and then hit the cardio station. But got these little rascals still crying for food. What's up, boy? What's up? And then Churro. What's good, Churro? They're like starving though. I gotta get them food. They have no food. And then we got baby girl Alice right here. Ashy. Alright, I gotta get rolling though. I'm gonna see you guys at the mosque and then we got fasted cardio. Alright chat, so just got done praying Jumu'ah. Don't ask me what it was about. I was mad late, so I really didn't hear much of the actual lecture. Here we got some yohimbine, so I'm gonna pop some and then I'm gonna do 20 minutes on the Stairmaster, 25 on the treadmill. So I've been alternating between 20 on the Stairmaster and the steam room versus 20 on the Stairmaster versus 25 on the treadmill. The steam room's nice. I just don't like being soaking wet, and I honestly also don't know how many calories I'm burning in there. So I don't know. Let me know down in the chat what you guys think. Is 25 on the treadmill or 10 minutes in the steam room better? I'm assuming 25 on the treadmill is better. You're doing cardio, you're moving. I don't really think the steam room burns that many calories, but it's good for just flushing out excess water. We got 3 yohimbines. I kind of upped the dosage. I'm taking 1 more. So I'm sitting in the masjid's parking lot right now, and while this yohimbine kicks in, I want to talk to you guys about perception and reality. So I've been reading upon this, and this is just something that was mind-blowing to me, and I feel like it's a basic concept, but we make it way more intricate and harder than it has to be. And it's basically like how your perception, your beliefs shape your reality. So based on your beliefs and your perception, you could turn something that is terrible, that is bad for you, that is bad for society, and justify it to be something good and actually believe that it is good. And you see that around the world. You see stuff that's objectively bad being turned into stuff that is good and people believing that it's good. And then you might ask like, bro, how do these people sleep at night? How do they actually function throughout their day when they're doing something terrible? Whatever it may be, right? Like something that's objectively bad, like drugs, I don't know, like harming other people, whatnot. And it's because what they actually believe in and their outlook and their perception of life turn that reality into something that they think it's beneficial or something that they think it's good. Whereas you or me, regular normal people, are like, bro, that's actually absurd. Like that's objectively something that's bad. And on the vice versa, you could turn something that is good into something that is bad. And just a simple example of that is like a cigarette. So now you have 2 people. For instance, my mom, she like literally hates the smell of cigarettes. Like she will literally throw up every time someone's smoking. She will walk the opposite street. Like she hates the smell of cigarettes, and that's understandable. Like cigarettes smell like ass. And then you have another person who smokes cigarettes. Now the cigarette is still just a cigarette. It's not changing, but their perceptions and their beliefs of the cigarette changes their reality of the cigarette. So my mom sees it as something that's disgusting, something that makes her feel nauseous, but then to a cigarette smoker, seeing a cigarette or smelling a cigarette, to them it's something that's correlated with something that's positive. And objectively, a cigarette is just bad for you. It causes cancer, it has rat poison, all the other things, right? But now to these 2 individuals, their perception and their beliefs change their reality on that same cigarette. And that applies to the gym too. Like, you know, if you're someone that thinks the gym is terrible, you think it's hard, you're like, damn, I just go there, I feel a lot of pain, I don't really see any improvement, it's a waste of time, your outlook on the gym is going to be totally negative, and you're going to look at the gym like, bro, this is just a waste of time, there's no reason for me to go. And then your reality is going to equate the gym to negativity. Whereas someone else who's like, bro, I love getting a pump, the gym is when I feel really good, I love that dopamine high, I love pushing myself, I love pushing my limits, I love exhausting myself, you're gonna look at the gym like it's the best part of your day. You're gonna look at the gym like, yo, this is the most positive thing I'm doing all day. So what I'm trying to say is you gotta be careful of your perceptions of your beliefs, because they shape your reality. And once you really get caught up in all that and your reality turns something good into something's bad, or turns something bad into something that's good, it's hard for someone else to come and help you, because at that point the advice people are gonna give you is irrelevant. What matters at that point is you looking internally and you changing your perception or your belief, because that's the only thing that shapes your reality. So you need to be very careful and really do some self-reflection and see like, yo, this reality that I have, this outlook that I have on this particular thing, is that really the objective truth? Is that thing really good, or is that thing really bad? And then one little tip I'll say is always try to go with the majority. Now in Islam, we say like we go with the majority of scholars. So if a majority of the scholars say this is haram and a very small portion of the scholars say, oh, this might not be haram, we always go with the majority. And I don't mean just the majority of the population, because the majority of the population is different from majority of scholars. So what I mean by that is whatever you're focusing on, so like say in the gym, you're trying to find an effective supplement, you're not gonna just go with the majority of the population who thinks this supplement is better than that. You want to go with the majority of scholars, educated people who say this supplement is better than that. So that's what I mean by majority. But yeah, that's my little 2 cents. So I'm about to go do this cardio session and let's go back home and eat our first meal. Yo, this bird looks beautiful. Hello. Look at the price though, $7.50. I don't know why, but I just love the pet store. I feel like it's relaxing. I love checking out the animals, and I always want more animals. Oh, yo, check out these koi fish. $34. And then these kois look sick too. Look at the patterning on them. But what's sad is these goldfish right here, 29 cents. But then you got these kois. But I see why people like them. I want to have like a coral reef aquarium in my house. Yeah, these fish are sick. I kind of a random transition from the pet store straight to the gym. For this back day, I'm gonna start off with some lat pull downs. Just like for my chest, I start off with the pec decks. For back days, I always start with the lat pull downs. I'm gonna do 3 working sets over here. Come on. So as you guys saw for the last couple reps, I couldn't get the full range, but that doesn't mean the set ends. You still want to really squeeze out those partials, because even if you can't go from here to here, here to here, you're still contracting the muscle. So why would you want to prematurely end the set when you could squeeze out the rest of the set with those little partials? And even better, if you have a spotter that can help you all the way down and then let it go, and you control the weight back up. So you're controlling the negatives. So you wanna know all these little techniques to get the most out of your set. All right, so going off what I was saying earlier, the reason why you wanna extend your set as much as you can is because like the first couple reps you hit, say for like any exercise, right? The first like reps you hit with ease, those reps really don't count towards muscle synthesis. Like they're not gonna make new muscle. Those are just reps that you've built up throughout working out, like endurance reps, for you to get to those last couple reps. Those last couple reps in your set, the ones where you're really struggling, it's like the hardest ones, those are the reps that are gonna build new muscle. So you wanna really emphasize those last couple reps in your set instead of prematurely ending your set because you have a little bit of burn or because you can't hit full range of motion. And now I'm gonna move on to some seated plate loaded rows. I'm gonna do a total of 3 sets here. This is my top set. Okay, drop set. Okay, drop sets are also a way to extend your set. With 4 plates, I think I hit like 6 reps and I couldn't do any more partial reps. It was just too heavy. So drop set it, hit another clean 5 reps. It's mainly just time under tension. Like if I took a long enough break between the 4 plates and the 3 plates, that doesn't count as a drop set. Just because I did it right away, it's breaking down the muscle that's already been worked out by that 4 plates. All right, so next machine over, it's another plate loaded row, but this is kind of a lower row. There's 2 types of back workouts. There's the pull down and there's the row. And usually the pull down attacks your lats and the row hits your mid back. Well, there's different variations. Like you can make a row hit your lats and you can make a pull down hit your mid back. But in most cases, rows are for mid back, pull downs are for lats. What I do is I try to hit at least 6 to 7 sets for pull downs and 6 to 7 sets of rows, and those are working sets. So I'm gonna do a total of 3 sets over here. Yeah, same thing, really just push the last couple reps. Really, you just have to like mind to muscle connection, push it. If you need to cheat. If you need to do partials, do partials. Best thing I recommend is having a spotter so they could help you do the hard part of the movement. Okay, drop set. Okay. So I don't want to get the wrong impression that everything that I do is like a heavy set of 4 to 6 reps and then I drop set it. So since I have 3 working sets, the second working set, I usually go the heaviest and then drop set it. And then the last one, based on the second one, I kind of dictate what weight I want to use. So for the last one, I did 3 plates. I think I only got like 6 actual sets with the 3 plates and then I had to drop set it. So now I'm going to do 2 plates and a quarter. I'm not going to drop set this. This one I'm going to aim for at least 10 to 12 reps. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to be hitting a Sam Sulek inspired back finisher. You need a bench and some long D handles. And it's going to be like a lat stretch with like a mid back row squeeze. I'm going to do a total of 3 here. Okay, so stretch at the top right there. Pull, squeeze, yeah. Alright, so with that, I'm gonna superset it with some pullovers. So I kind of like face away from it and I pull in. Let's see, that's kind of heavy. Let's do 30. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna finish off with some rear delts and a little bit of triceps. Rear delts, in my opinion, is the most underrated muscle group because it's really small and a lot of people neglect it, but it's like essential for a good physique because it gives you that bolder shoulder. And you guys know the 2 biggest things for your physique is your shoulders and your waist. That gives you that V-tape illusion. I always prioritize my rear delts, hit it on my chest, shoulder, and back days. Well, not all of those, but any one of those. A lot of people do the mistake of going all the way out. You don't need to go that far. You just need to stay in a short range of motion, but you don't let the weight rest and you don't go all the way out. Just stay in this little pocket right here. And then I go straight into this tricep superset just with the rope, normal tricep push downs. And then take it. Overhead. Triceps. So I'm gonna do that whole thing around 5 times. All right guys, so this is how the pump is looking like. Right now, I'm around 187, 88 pounds. That's morning weight before I eat or drink anything. So I'm hoping around 170 to 175 is when I'm gonna be done with the cut. So overall, that workout was really good. Mainly back with a little bit of triceps and rear delts. So we hit around like 12 sets for our back and then 5 for rear delts and 5 for triceps. But that basically concludes the back workout. Now I'm gonna go back home and I'm gonna give you guys an update on Cypher. I'm supposed to be feeding him tonight. So yeah, I'm gonna show you guys Cypher, give you a little update on him, and I'll see you there. All right, chat, so it's time to feed Cypher. The only issue with him is he doesn't take food off the tongs. He's only been eating when I leave the rat there and leave the room. So, oh shoot, bro. He's up here right now. I didn't even see him. He scared me low-key. Last time he did that, he didn't take the food. Oh, he bit it. Can you please take it, Cypher? Well, as you guys can see, he's very beautiful. Let me try to get him down. The issue is when you hold a rat, when you hold a snake, they tend to not eat after that. So I'm just gonna put him down here and then put the rat in front of him. Hopefully then he'll eat. You know what? I'm gonna leave it there. Look, let's see if he'll eat it. Come on, please, can you eat? So I'm gonna leave it there. Hopefully he takes it. Actually, that's good. If he goes in front of his cage, look how fast he went in there. I'm actually just gonna leave it right in front of his cage right here. I'll let you guys know if he did eat it or not. Actually, I'm gonna leave this room. Don't want him to eat. And then we got 2 little rascals over here. If you guys did enjoy the video, make sure you guys do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of this summer. I believe we could still do it. We're at like 362 right now. That's actually crazy. At the beginning of this year, I was at like 170. So we basically doubled the subscriber count. But I just know early on the growth is really hard. But once we get that momentum going, we're gonna go crazy. I hope you guys are having an amazing night and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.